There's no less interest in local news, weather, sports, entertainment now than there ever was. There are just more ways to get to it, and so it's a more fragmented audience today. In your slides, I made some notes on the numbers, and basically if you average out the age groups in terms of interest, there's 60% of the people who are streaming who are interested in consuming local news in this way. And so what we have is a very large audience. One of the challenges, and it's consistent with the comments up to now, is discovery. If you're using Roku, if you're using Amazon Fire, if you're using Apple TV, or you name it, you know, it's a lot easier to find a national news source than a local news source today. Obviously, NewsOn has an opinion about how to make that happen, but regardless, I think we as an industry, as a local news and information industry, first, you need to show up at the party. And for anybody who's not there with their own products today, it's a pretty good exercise to ask why not. Maybe there's a good reason, but in general, this is a big part of the future. And I want to do a small digression to the definition of TV. Because, you know, underlying a lot of the conversations that we have along the lines of this panel, it's like, what the heck is TV anyway, right? And a lot of people define traditional TV as watching long-form video in a box that is fixed to a wall, right? But on the other hand, I think a lot of us would make the point that the current definition looks more like watching long-form video where you want it and when you want it. And in that respect, that seems to be a more current, contemporary look at what we're doing. And then you get into traditional TV. And one of the distinctions then is that short form video clips, say a 3-minute clip about what happened in politics yesterday, is not TV alone. You can have an argument, you can stitch them together and make a long one and make it TV, but a single one is not TV. Pretty much anything else that's long form, any place you want it, could be TV. So then when you look at local, how do you set that up across the platforms? And you know, there's tremendous demand. And in my opinion, when we get into these discussions about, you know, declining audiences, fragmenting audiences, they all miss the point. There's an opportunity to grow the audience if we handle it right.